Marvellous, lovely to be back. We've all been out for a very nice massage at Mrs. Spanky's massage parlour in the heart of Soho, and we're feeling refreshed as a result, I'm glad to say. Anyway, it's now time for the fannies. I am Stamford Chidge. This is the Chelsea Football Fancast. We're on the home straight nearly. Now, these are for the PSG match, and you may think that there's not much to talk about. But you would be wrong. You would be so wrong. And we're going to start with man of the match, aren't we, Darren?
Yes, we are. And
this actually was quite hard. This was a bit of a Hobson's choice. But I kind of like, you know, in the absence of wise words from the otherwise battered in Paris, battered Mouche, I think I'll call him. But anyway, I've decided to go for this. First of all, Willian, who, again, I love that. That's a great photograph, actually, isn't it? But, I mean, that summed him up, really. I like Willian. He's got loads of energy, tries very hard, and he's not short on a bit of skill. And it was a tough night, but I thought he played really, really well.
He started badly.
Yeah.
But he improved as the
I think so.
went on.
No, I think so. I think that Eden Hazard also deserves a nomination for bearing the whole load of the Chelsea team there. As you can see, that's taken after penalty. Yeah, you say that, but he scored a massively and crucial penalty, which recorded a very cool head. He also had a shot that hit the post that, had it gone in, would have changed the game. And I thought second half he was creating quite a few opportunities.
But by his own brilliant standards, he had a quite.
I totally agree. But compared to everybody else, he was still very good.
Yeah.
Now, the last one might surprise you a lot, but I've nominated a defender, not least because he was the one defender who I think had a decent game, and that was actually Branimir Ivanovic, Darren.
Yeah,
I thought he was.
I can see why.
He was absolutely. No, they didn't forget to put it in, Sam. I couldn't find one that actually did him justice. I didn't have a Branner photograph that was him going in a Branner style.
Perversely, though, apart from the terrible fouling errors that Louise made, I thought Louise was one of the best players.
But he got four. No, he got 4 in the ratings.
Yeah, but I still thought he was everywhere.
He's here. He's there.
He's everywhere.
He's got very curly hair.
Very good, very quick. On the hoof.
He made one mistake too many.
He did.
So
there we go. So, I mean, I think actually that's not an unreasonable shout for the nominations, really. I was talking about Lewis. So what are you going to go for?
I think he summed up Hazard well. He hit the post, he scored the penalty, and it was a hard penalty to take, I think. And he is always... You've got a lot of faith in him. I mean, I love Frank Lampard. I'm just making the point more. I'm obviously not saying with Lampard.
Hallelujah!
Though that Lampard's was a home penalty against Stoke where he scored the rebound from it. Hazard, he's away... in a crucial match, he knows he's got to score it, and he tucked it away, and you can always rely on him. And if you saw around the D, we needed one player there. The 6 or 7 people ready to pounce were PSG players. I think that our whole team thought he's going to tuck it away.
Yeah, he's very, very cool. The other thing I like about Hazard when he takes a penalty, he's got having played football badly and struck a dead ball a few times,
hurt your foot.
You need. It's actually not as easy as it sounds, right? We all know this. It's not as easy as it sounds. And the thing about Hazard, he's got so much skill. He's so in control of the football. He doesn't have to think about kicking the ball. So he's one of those kind of players. He just looks at the goalkeeper and he looks at the goalkeeper and he looks at the goalkeeper and he plays chicken with him. And then he waits till the goalkeeper commits himself and then he just buries it where he wants to. And I love that. To have the skill to be able to do that when I can barely kick it 12 yards.
He reminds me of a high jumper when he's running in because he's not fast. He's just approaches the ball. He doesn't sprint at it.
Beautiful man. So there we go. So So you gonna vote for Hazard?
Yeah, and also he played in France. They know what he's like, and he still played well against them. So
alrighty, okay, Jonathan.
Eden Hazard, as he was pronounced by
Thorgan. Is it Thorgan? Hazard was there.
Was he there?
Yeah, he was pictured by he who must not be named, holding CFC UK.
Oh, good stuff. Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good.
Was he tearing it into pieces? Or was he
we're proud of the CFC UK.
No, but I remember.
Don't you ever say
I was wondering whether he was going to be with us next year, whether he was going...
No, I hope... I don't know. I mean, he's a talent, apparently. It'd be great to see them together, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Double the Hazard.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what players come across from Vitesse.
It will be. Smart. What are you going to go
I'll go for Branner, because when he says you're tackled, you're tackled.
Yeah.
I love Branner.
I love Branner too.
I love him.
I love Branner.
I loved him when he first played for Chelsea.
I'm glad you voted for Branner. I really am. OK, so benches, I would love to hear what you have to say about this.
OK, Hazard, yeah.
Hazard?
So cool.
Yeah?
Yeah. Unbelievably cool. In that precious situation. Yeah, I think so. Beautiful.
Well, there we go. So it's very interesting because I have actually got the real results, and they are nothing like what we suggested. We have, in third place, we've got Martin, who've obviously voted for Branner 9 times, with 9%. Branner Ivanovic got 9%. In second place, Eden Hazard with 43%, which means, I think a little bit surprisingly in a way, because I think I voted for Hazard. But Williams won it. He got 48%. There we go. The people have spoken.
What do we know?
What do we know? Exactly. All right, so moving swiftly on to... there's a few crackers in Chant of the match this week. Not for the faint-hearted. Foreign trips are one thing. English foreign trips to France are completely another. They are. And this was reflected in the choice of songs that were sung this week. And I make no apologies for them. Ross is already grinning from ear to ear in the gallery. And the first one was... Where were you in World War II? Where were you in World War II? Where were you?
Where were you at Waterloo?
Jonathan is shaking his head in absolute disquiet and disgust.
I mean, come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Well,
you can do better than that.
Find something else to sing.
It's only because they can't find anything to rhyme with cheesy eating surrender
but
monkeys.
most of the people singing it, it's 60 years ago, isn't it, for them? And they weren't even
Cheese
born.
eating surrender monkeys, cheese eating surrender monkeys. You can't. It's very difficult.
Difficult song.
So I thought that was very clever of them to kind of change the words of the song to make it work. It says the same thing, but more tunefully. Okay, I'll move on.
You could have several verses for that, couldn't you? About Agincourt, Cressy, you know.
I was there in Agincourt. What was it? That's it.
Yeah.
I was there in Agincourt. Well, actually, my family were. My family were.
Were they Welsh archers?
Were they?
They were. I had they were Chidgey yeomen
Is that what Chidge means?
firing arrows at the frogs.
So they must have been short bowmen,
Put
not
them
long
back
bowmen,
in their
surely.
place.
Is Chidgey Welsh for bowman?
No, they're not Welsh. From Somerset.
From Somerset.
I thought you said they were Welsh.
No. Can we have a look at the
B.I.
benches,
Dorset,
please?
B.I. buggery.
Because the benches are sitting on what it's all about. There you go. The Union flag. See, the French don't have a flag like that. It's too complicated for them to draw.
They
for
do
a
have
start.
red, white and blue, though.
Yeah, but they can't draw it complicatedly like that.
No, that's true.
Anyway,
It might change after September 18th anyway with the old referendum, so let's see.
Yeah, we'll get rid of the blue, which would be a bit of a shame.
So yeah, we'll change.
If it's my show, and if I want to talk politics, I will, Sam. Anyway, okay. The next song, particularly when I'm talking about the French. Anyway, the next song is about the Belgians, really, and I think he deserved this because we've already decided that I thought he should have been man of the match. Aiden Hazard. Largely because I heard it loud and proud, and the other thing that I heard loud and proud, and I think we should go back to the benches for this one, Sam, because they're sitting on it. Roll Britannia, Britannia rules the waves. Britain never, never, never shall be slaves. It was like the last night of the Poms. Pomme de terre!
Pomegranate.
It was lovely. So,
Very
I
clever.
mean, I know it's a bit naughty and it all sounds horribly kind of Margaret Thatcher right-wing type politics, but, I mean, it's the French we're talking about. It's allowed, for goodness sake. We can get a bit patriotic when it comes to playing the French.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I don't see what's wrong
So
with that.
what did you vote for?
Where were you in World War II? I was waiting for
I wasn't
Jonathan to give some
born,
insightful...
actually.
It wasn't. It was more of a rhetorical question when it's aimed. I didn't mean it for you, Chidge. Jonathan didn't really give a reason why he doesn't like that song. Yeah, come on.
He's being
Isn't it
politically
good?
correct.
I'm not going to.
He's being politically correct. He is. He's allowed.
I don't think it's that bad. If it was, I don't know. I think it's worse in Germany if you're taking the mick out of them about things. They just didn't turn up. I think that's less offensive. I think that's less offensive than some things you could sing to some different countries. You know, I think it's fine, a bit light-hearted.
You vote for Where Were You in World War II? What are you voting for?
I'll go for Rule Britannia.
Yeah, I knew.
Because I like that song.
Yeah, your pomp and circumstance.
that's sort of the
defined.
same, really, isn't it?
He is pomp and circumstance.
It's a very
not
popular
football,
song at
Chant.
Rangers.
You are Edward Elgar.
It's a very popular song at Rangers.
You look like Edward Elgar. What did you vote for?
He taught at the girls' school.
Yes, he did actually.
I think,
no, that was Holt.
Okay, I'm going to have a bet on this. I think Jonathan voted for Eden Hazard.
You know me too well.
I do. Funnily enough, I voted for Where Were You in World War II. I voted for it on at least 4 different computers so I could cheat, because that's how much I wanted to win. Benches, it's over to you. What did you have to say about all this?
Roll Britannia.
Hang on, one at a time.
Roll Britannia.
Roll Britannia?
Well said.
I'm loving the fact that Frankie What you gonna do from New York?
Frankie from
New York. Frankie from New York has gone for Rule Britannia. I love this guy. Can we keep him
I think
here
he's
forever?
been calling it Roll Britannia
Rule
as well.
Britannia.
I think it's
Rule
better.
Britannia. What you gonna do? Rule Britannia.
Rule
That's what I'm
Britannia.
gonna vote for.
That's
I
right.
love this guy. Frankie, please never ever go back to New York. I want you to be on those benches permanently. All right. Permanently. Anyway, I can
no
now
league. Permanent.
I can exclusively reveal that we have got a result.
And it's...
I can exclusively reveal that I've got a result that I wanted. I'm afraid, actually, Rule Britannia from Frankie. I'm sorry about this, Frankie. Nobody voted for it, man. What? 0%! We got too many foreign listeners, apart from Frankie.
There'll be moiders.
Frankie's not even from Britain and he voted for it. I mean, that's ridiculous.
There'll be moiders.
Moiders. Anyway, all right, 0% for Rule Britannia. 33% for Aiden. Huzzah!
I'm gutted.
Huzzah! Which means a stonking 67% voted like me, because they are proud to be British.
Jingoistic.
But where were you in World War II? I commend you. I thought it was really funny as well.
Can we
It was
get
very
Jonathan to do a
difficult for the
solo on
French.
it?
It was
No.
difficult for them because they were being invaded by a rather large Nazi
They did it
army.
It always is when they fight
They
against us.
all ran away.
They didn't run away. They couldn't
Your
help
father
it. They didn't want to
smelt
fight.
of
They had-
elderberry.
they
Your
had
mother was a hamster.
terrible,
Your mother
terrible.
was a hamster.
They'd had terrible
Fat in
losses
your
during their
general
First
direction.
World
I
War.
don't want to talk
They
to
didn't
you
want to
no
get
more, you
involved.
nasty English canigget.
Yeah, what?
Canigget.
What you said then?
Canigget.
No, I do draw the line somewhere, you know. Anyway, God, blimey. I think we should move on, but well done for all those who voted and made me happy. Right.
I was happy. I voted.
I
as well.
know.
I'm
Okay,
not
what have we got
happy.
next, Darren?
It's got to be Guinness
to be
moment
happy
next.
anyway.
Guinness moment is next, and for the Guinness moment, I know already.
Guinness.
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 The Guinness moment is actually, you know, again, this was quite tough, I'm afraid, and I'm afraid it is a bit Hazard-centric. You'll not be surprised to hear. But the first nomination is for Hazard's penalty. We've already described and discussed why we thought it was wonderfully cool and very clever and skillful. So
I'll
I think
give it to Athby for that jump.
that's quite an athletic jump,
Yeah.
isn't it? That. I'm also going to award a nomination for Hazard for his shot, which hit the penalty, because I thought it was actually
Hit the post.
hit the post, because I thought it was very, very well. It's good, actually. Bottom line, it's not actually that in the picture, but it's Hazard. He's striking a ball. It's good enough. But actually, to fire that from where he did across the face of the goal, miss all the defenders, and I mean that keeper was nowhere near it.
Right.
You know, which is why it was a bit of a shame it didn't go in. But Hazard for his wonderful volley against the post. And then finally, Williams' run, which created the penalty, largely because I couldn't think of anything else that made me go, ooh, in the whole of the 90 minutes. So there you go. I was a bit stuck for choice this week. So, what do you reckon, dazzling Darren Mantle?
Yeah.
Yes.
I would just say Hazard's penalty, but yeah.
It's you know what? I'll let you into a secret.
Pretty sorry list.
That's what it is a sorry list, isn't it? But that's what happens when you get a game like that.
Oh, I'm not knocking you. I'm not knocking a person that
No,
compiled the
I
list.
struggled, mate. Hazard's penalty
Yeah.
is what I went for.
Yeah, that's all you can really, I think. Yeah, he took it well. Like I've already said earlier on, about 6 or 7 people around there, we knew he was going to score it.
Dr. Martin
Well, it's a
Boots.
shame there wasn't one of Brannan's tackles in there, because I do like Brannan's tackles.
Does that make you go, ooh?
Well, it would if he did it to me, yeah.
Yes, I think it probably would. Yeah.
So I'll go for Williams' run.
Will.i.am's run. Okay, fair enough. I like that because it's a bit different. Jonathan?
Azar's shot against the post, or the penalty, as you called it earlier.
Well, the
Shot against the penalty.
All right, so we're all slightly different. Therein lies the issue this week. Not a clear winner standing out, I would imagine. Benches, what say you?
I'm a bit worried that I'm agreeing with a lot of what Jonathan's saying tonight, actually.
Why? Jonathan talks loads of sense.
I know,
You've
but I
been
don't
away
normally.
recently. He's matured into a fine podcaster in the last few weeks.
I think me being away for a few weeks, I don't know what's happened to me. But yeah, agreeing with Jonathan now.
All right, fair enough. Anybody else offer anything? Frankie, what do you reckon, mate?
I mean, I kind of like way, Branislav Ivanovic played. I thought he played very well. Azpilicueta, I thought played very well and better than I've normally seen him at, normally. And I'm really becoming a rapid fan of him.
Player of the season.
But unfortunately, that goal from his side kind of ruined it for me.
Yeah.
Somebody had to step up to Pastore. Nobody did, and then
You're still cross about Pastore, I can feel it.
I'm cross.
And you are not a man to cross,
I
mate.
almost broke my phone.
No. Well, there you
I
go.
did throw it on the floor. I should have broken, but Carpet saved it.
Did you whack it?
Yeah, threw it right on the ground
There we
as
go.
hard as I could in my parents' living room.
I'm
My dad
loving
kicked me
Frankie.
out.
Can we have Darren? Can we have
My dad
Frankie on the?
kicked me out.
Can we have Frankie on the show every week?
You
please?
could do, but Frankie does also. He was out in Istanbul for the Galatasaray game the other week. Frankie
a
goes
genius. I
around. He
love
was
him.
out in Japan.
I want
He was
Frankie
in
on the
Munich.
benches every
He's
week,
everywhere.
all right?
He can't promise that. He's got
In
other
fact, I
places
tell
to
you
be.
what, I love Frankie so much that I want him to. He can do the show, and I'll have a week off. I think the show would be brilliant if Frankie did it.
He's been to more Chelsea away
Nobody,
games than I've
nobody
been
would
to
mess
this
with this
season.
show if Frankie was presenting this show. You know what I'm saying?
I'd be happy for Frankie to,
What you gonna
but
do?
we wouldn't be able to get a word in. It would just be Frankie sitting here on his own. The guy
no, it
loves
wouldn't.
to talk.
What are you saying? He's a lovely bloke.
By his own admission, I bet you he'll say he talks a lot.
All right, okay. We are going to reveal who won the Guinness moment for the PSG match. I don't know why I've gone all serious for a sudden, but anyway, the results are in reverse order. Willian, 12%.
Yeah, I'm on a roll here. I keep getting the one that doesn't get it anywhere near.
Yeah, but I like the fact that you support the underdog, Martin. It's important.
Yeah.
Now, oh no! Oh my good! Breaking news: Hazard hitting the post, 44%. Hazard penalty, 44%.
Hazard not hitting the post.
Dr. Mark, you can be the casting vote.
Surely it should be the benches.
Because I
There's
decided.
5 on the benches.
Oh,
It's
all right.
split. It works better.
Benches, casting vote, Hazard's penalty or Hazard's shot.
Shot.
Shot, there you go. Shot wins it, fair enough.
Yeah,
Right, now,
shot
we need to
wins
really
it.
move on
But he
because
missed.
we've got the celery moment now, and there's too many funny stuff in here, and I want to do it justice.
Too many funny stuff.
Too much funny stuff.
funny stuff.
Anyway, the bottom line is that it all revolves around Ross and Pablo and Sam Poplet and Dan Banks. And I think Sophie Rose, who was part of their little coterie, they were on it. They were on it big style in Paris. But I think a collective nomination goes to the Chelsea supporters, not for coming up with slightly non-PC songs. But it seems to be a habit these days that when we go abroad, we cannot resist taking with us a load of stickers and stickering the place
Yeah,
with
indeed.
messages.
Yeah, clever.
And look at this. Just check
saw
this
it.
out. For those of you listening, I'm
That's the one
sorry,
I
but
saw, yeah.
go and check out the YouTube version of this. But look at that. That's a lovely little montage. French
The
word.
Rue
a
Chelsea.
montage of Chelsea stickering. But there we go. We've got Chelsea Football Club ruining football since 2003, posted on the Rue Saint-Denis sign, along with the Chelsea FC London calling. And then we've got, the other thing was, they were going around and finding unsuspecting Parisians who are, funny enough, always running away, as they are in this photograph. And there's one of a typical Frenchman on a moped, probably a Peugeot, and he's running away, but what he doesn't know is he's got a sticker on his back saying London's first, London's finest. And then on the right-hand side, beautiful photograph, London's first, London's finest, with a shot of the Eiffel Tower in the background.
Clever.
It's wonderful, isn't it?
Fantastic stuff.
All right, we got to go
Collage.
because we
That's
got to
French.
move on because these are all about Ross. The other thing that Dan Banks, thank you by the way, Dan, for emailing me all these photographs because they're quality. But look at this, what we found here. There is a street in Paris named after the great Ross Mooring. Woo Ross, it says. Rue Ross. That means Ross Street in English.
Do you think it says
In the proper language.
You think there's an Eni under there?
No, it's Rue Ross. And then you go, Chelsea Football Club.
Or is it an O?
Chelsea
Rosso.
Football Club winning football since 2003.
yeah, no,
That's brilliant. That's definitely a nomination. And the last, but by no means least, Ross is known for this, actually. When Ross goes on the rampage on an away trip, he does nothing but buy people shots. You remember that? Yeah. Ross basically gets on the shots, and that's why he was so battered he can't remember anything about the game. And I have photographic evidence of this. Ready? There you go. Look at him. He looks sober there, but trust me, he is not. And Pablo, look at Pablo laughing his little head off. And there's the lovely Dan and the lovely Sophie and the lovely Sam Poplar, and they're all on the shots. They look like... Ross, were they Zambucas? Tequila! So Ross is trying to kill his friends with endless shots of tequila and then went to the game, got battered, can't remember any of it. Those are our nominations very quickly because we're running out of time.
Rue Ross.
Rue Ross.
Rue Ross.
Rue Ross.
What was the other one with the stickers?
Chelsea stickers.
Chelsea
Chelsea
stickers.
stickers.
You like the stickers?
I love them.
I was torn between the two.
I went for Rue Ross because I'm partisan.
I like Rue Ross.
Are you?
Yeah, okay, very quickly, benches, you need to tell me very, very quickly because I've got to announce the winner and I haven't had it yet.
Stickers.
You're all going for stickers. Gallery, what's the result? Oh, I have, haven't I? Yeah. I'm such a berk. Anyway, at least it saves some time. I can reveal.
Celery
Oh,
moment.
no, I'm gutted by this. You terrible people out there. Go and whip yourselves into a frenzy of remorse. Damn you. Rue Ross comes third with 12%.
I got another last.
Ross and Pablo
going
being on
bizarre.
it, only 19%. But that is good, though, in a way, because the Chelsea stickers is proper Chelsea. I love that. 69% outright winner. Well done, everybody. We'll be back in a minute to say cheerio and stuff. We will, honest.